Yep.
Ready? Good morning, I'm Mark Anderson from Hub Residential, and I'm joined today by Rod Davidson from Acumentis. He is one of the directors down there, and he specialises in the Western Suburbs, but also has a great experience after spending 29, nearly 30 years in the industry of the whole West Australian market. Rod, what can you tell us about what's happening?
Well, firstly, mate, thanks for having me along. What is a quite surprise is that the market has reacted very strongly after the COVID, which, you know, I was expecting that we wouldn't be in this position, but we had over 1,300 transactions last week.
You're kidding me, 1,300?
1,300. We haven't
So
seen...
is that just for 1 week?
That's for 1 week.
Wow, okay.
And to put that into perspective, 4 weeks ago we had 575,
Yep.
and the same time last year we had 555. Now, there has been quite a few blocks selling that, lots which were running at about 550, but even if we make the adjustments for that, it would put total sales, you know, well in excess of 800, close to 900,
Yeah.
make adjustments for the lands.
That's
So
a lot.
it's significantly higher than what I would have been expecting.
Yeah, it is a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. I guess you know, do you think that has got anything to do with what the government has sort of pumped into the
Well,
economy, the
it
stimulus?
certainly is from the land point of view,
Yeah.
but we've actually seen sort of strong demand over the last couple of months. You know,
Yeah.
it really started back by mid-May,
Yeah, you're right.
after the first part of the COVID thing. Our stock levels are currently at 10,400. Pre-COVID, they were at 12,500. So we have dropped approximately 2,000 properties for sale over that period of time, which I think nobody expected. What we're finding with that, of course, is that, you know, with stock levels down and it appears to be still strong demand, you know, we could see some adjustment in prices. You know, what are you finding in the Netherlands market on the ground?
Well, the Netherlands market is it's always fairly steady. However, what I would say is that, you know, what we're seeing, I think there's something like 17 houses available, which is really low.
That's really low.
There are more properties. So there's subdivision lots which are up for redevelopment. There's also you know, a few units. I'm just talking about houses themselves, and we would really sit on around about 25 to 30 as being plus, so therefore a total number of properties around about 45 to 50. That's what we would see as being normal. So I'm getting lots and lots of buyers inquiries. I'm sure other agents are as well. It's just not me. And I think that if we had more stock, we'd be able to sell it. You know, one thing is that which is really interesting, looking at from the 1st of January to the 30th of June, we had about an 85% clearance rate.
Geez, that's strong.
It is strong.
That is really strong.
Yeah.
Considering we probably had a month or close to 2 months where it was probably hardly any transactions.
It was,
and then they've continued on to a successful sale. So that sort of does show us where the market's sort of sitting. And what I find in these markets too is when people start missing out, you know, they try to buy a property and then they miss out, and then they try again and they miss out, then that's what really builds up the demand and is likely to get shift in values.
Look, that is spot on. The personality, you know, all the buyers have had a personality change. I get the feeling that they're kind of a bit concerned they're going to miss out. So where that takes us from now on, I'm not 100% sure. But it is interesting. I mean, obviously, you know, residential, there's sort of lots of emotion which are tied into the sale and the purchase. So, but I have seen a personality shift. So maybe that is that the buyers are starting to be a little bit worried they're going to miss out.
Well, my view on the market is we're not going to see any deterioration of the market while we've got stock levels so low.
Yeah.
So until we see a spike in stock levels, and you know, that's going to take a fair bit of a spike.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. So my view is that we're likely to see growth in market values over the next short period anyway.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's great news for lots of people. And if you're thinking about buying, maybe now should be the time. What do you think?
Well, if you can find the right product, I think that's going to be the hardest thing.
All right, terrific. Rod, thank you so much for coming along today. We're going to catch up next week. No, 2 weeks time.
Yep, sounds good.
And just have a bit more of an update.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.